Good morning. Just out here doing my morning walkthrough. Was looking at the spinach here. Some of it's coming up nice, but some of it that was damaged by the deer looked like the damaged ones are starting to go into seed. See, it's starting to get its flower. Same thing in here. Still tastes good. Curly kale looks great. Nice, healthy plants. Look at these. Nice. This is ready for sale, some of it. Curly kale's looking great. Look at the color. Nice, deep, rich colors. Looking good. And bell peppers. Got a few baby peppers on there. Right there. Wish those were a little bit taller though. Another pepper here. Wish they were a little bigger. I think next week it's going to be time for the compost brew. But I will say, I'm experiencing some great growth in my tomatoes. They're starting to flower. Which ones are these? These are the super steaks. I'm going to have to go through. I don't like doing a lot of pruning because that can take a lot of time, especially when you got 200 plants. But like right off the bat, like earlier I came through on this one and I take off, like you can kind of see like where the lower few branches were, and I take those off, and then I go through and I'll pull some of the suckers off. I don't want it to be just one vine coming up, but I do like to control some of the leaders that develop. See, like right here, okay, it's the main leader coming up here. Okay, this crotch right there, this is sucker. Pull another one. I'll pull this one. Here's a sucker. See, what I'm doing is I'm forcing it to go up 1 liter. But I only do that in the beginning stages. After that, they can branch off however they want. I just want airflow through this lower section here. Airflow is important because tomatoes are very susceptible to blight and funguses. So if you get good airflow, which is why it's why I put the garden the way I do. When I put them horizontally or perpendicular to the property, we get westerly winds coming this way. And if all of them are in a straight row this way, those first few plants will block the rest of the wind. So I put them perpendicular to the property. That way the wind can blow through the plants, get better ventilation. And people underestimate that with corn. Without proper wind, your corn will not, it won't fruit properly. How many of y'all have ever opened up a corn cob and saw like a bunch of the kernels missing? It's because it didn't get properly pollinated. So that's why I put the garden the way I do. Same thing with the corn rows. I allow wind through them to carry the pollen so they pollinate the other corn stalks. And I have the wind blow through the tomatoes and the other veggies so that it doesn't develop any fungus, any blight, or anything else that might be caused by stagnant air. You know, once you get blight on tomatoes, that's like a year-long thing, and it will spread like wildfire. So the healthier you keep your plants, like look at the colors on these. These are looking good. I'm gonna make some tomatoes. But the healthier your plants are, the less problems you will actually have because they'll be more ready to handle said issues. All kinds of peppers. These are garden salsas, similar to a jalapeno. Almost every one has a pepper on the plant. Cauliflower, yeah, it's coming in slow. It's growing. We definitely got new growth in here, but it's definitely growing slow. Same thing with the purple cabbage here, or red cabbage. It's growing. You can see we got definite new growth in the center here, and that's what I look for. New growth. Eggplants. Those are still small. Still small. There's a row of wildflowers. And I'll be honest, I can't tell what's a flower or freaking grass or weeds. So I'm just going to kind of leave it. And as I can tell, I'll pull them. You guys see this? Look at that. Nice row of radish. Radishes. 2 good rows of radishes. Heck yeah. Well, we got another row. I have to double check my list on what these are. But yeah, these are starting to pop up. This might be a Swiss chard. We got cukes popping up. Beautiful cucumbers. 2 rows of them here. Another one right there. We got beans coming up. All kinds of beans. Whole rows of beans. A lot of it's bare dirt right now. Let's see. Yeah. There's a couple beans. Looking good. These are more recently planted. I don't see anything coming up yet. Oh, look at here. Look at here. More beans. More beans. Those might be actually pickles, come to think of it. And then over here, these are the sideway beds here, where I have my Swiss chard coming up nicely. These are tomato rows. These were just planted. Oh, look at that. You see that? That's a freaking deer print. Oh yeah. Here's another one. It rained the other day and I did not reapply the coyote piss. So I'm going to have to do that today, because I do not want them coming through here, chomping, stomping on my garden here. I think I might have to, like along from the tree line to the edge of the garden over there, I think I might put some snow fencing, because what they do is on the other side of our property, all the way on the other side of the pond and everything, there's a huge prairie. And there's a tree line that follows the very back of the prairie, and all of the wild animals, the coyotes, the raccoons, the deer, they follow that tree line into our property over in the back corner. They drink from the pond, and then they feast and they feast on the damn garden. So if I can deter them to get them to keep walking, it might help a little bit. I hope so. I know they're crafty animals though. They'll always find a way. I need to get my dog cage built so I can keep them here. Then we won't have any problems. I tell you, these little sprinklers are pretty handy. I like it. Let's go check out the pumpkins. These are the rest of the tomatoes here. So we got throughout the whole garden, got 190 tomatoes. And I planted some turnips in that last row. Let's see. Well, pumpkins are surviving. They're real slow growing right now. Let's see here. Oh, something pulled up. Had a pumpkin there. Or a cantaloupe. That's a cantaloupe. This little guy is a cantaloupe. Hopefully he'll produce. That little guy is a cantaloupe here. And that was a watermelon, but it's gone. I got a whole nother packet of pie pumpkins that I'm going to start here shortly. Probably Monday. And I think they're going to go right in this empty quadrant right here. Because it's a whole package of seed. So I'm going to need a pretty good area. And this is probably 25, 30 feet this way. And from the edge of that bed right here to the corn, that's probably another 25 or 30 feet there. So that's a nice big square plot. So we'll be able to till that up. And then just like this, I'll cover it with hay. And hopefully we'll have some pumpkin pie for everybody. I personally hate pumpkin pie. And everyone thinks I'm not American for that. But I don't like pumpkin pie. So if you don't like pumpkin pie either, let me know. I need ammo. Anyways, I hope you all have a good morning, because it's gorgeous outside. All right? Happy farming, y'all. Later, guys.